I used to think elevators were boring, just a box that takes you from one floor to another. But last Friday night, I learned that sometimes an elevator can take you somewhere you were never meant to go. I live in a tall apartment building, 15 floors. It was almost midnight when I got home from work. The lobby was empty. The security guard's desk was unattended. I pressed a button for the elevator and waited. When the door slid open, I stepped inside, pressed 12, and leaned against the wall. The elevator started moving up, but then it stopped. The lights flickered once, twice, then went out completely. I felt my heart race, and then the emergency light came on, a dim red glow that barely lit the space. Suddenly, the elevator started moving again, but instead of going up, it went down, past the lobby, past the basement, way, way down. There aren't any floors below B2. At least, there aren't supposed to be. When the elevator stopped, the doors slid open. What I saw made my stomach turn. The hallway outside was long and narrow, lit by old, flickering fluorescent lights. The walls were concrete, damp, and covered with strange, dark stains. There was no sound, not even the hum of machinery. I should have stayed inside the elevator, but something in the air, a cold metallic smell, made me step out. As soon as my foot touched the ground, the elevator doors slammed shut behind me. I spun around and started frantically pressing the button. Nothing happened. Then, far down the hallway, I heard it. Footsteps. Slow, heavy, echoing footsteps. They were coming closer. "Hello?" I called, my voice trembling. No answer. But the footsteps kept coming. I turned and ran the other way, looking for stairs, a door, anything. The hallway twisted and turned like a maze. Every corner I turned, I felt like someone was just behind me. Then I saw it. At the very end of the hallway stood a man. He was tall, wearing old-fashioned clothes, a suit and hat from maybe the 1950s. His face was pale, eyes completely black. He just stood there, staring at me. "Stay back," I shouted. He didn't move. But then the lights flickered, and suddenly he was closer. I screamed and ran, heart pounding so hard I thought I'd pass out. Finally, I found a metal door with a rusted handle. I yanked it open and stumbled inside. It was a stairwell. I ran up as fast as I could, not daring to look back. When I finally reached the top, I burst through another door and I was back in the lobby. Everything was normal. The lights were on. The security guard was back at his desk, sipping coffee like nothing had happened. When I told him what happened, his face went pale. "You didn't get off on that floor, did you?" he asked quietly. "What floor?" I shouted. He shook his head. "This building was built on top of an old hospital. There's a sealed floor below the basement that was supposed to be destroyed after a fire. People say the patients never left. I don't take the elevator anymore. In fact, I'm moving out next month. But sometimes, late at night, when I pass the lobby, I swear I hear footsteps coming from somewhere deep below.